After 70, something shifts, something profound. Not just in our bodies, but in our hearts, our minds, and how we see the world. Suddenly, things we once chased start to seem a little strange. The rules we lived by for decades, the priorities we clung to, they begin to feel unnecessary, even silly. Why? Because this stage of life is less about running the race and more about understanding the path. It's about clarity, peace, joy. Today, we're diving into 9 things that simply stop making sense after 70. And if you stay with me until the end, I'll share a few quiet changes that can dramatically improve your daily life and inner peace. Welcome back to Wellness for Modern Seniors. This is for you, my modern and unstoppable seniors. If you find meaning in this message, please tap the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss new content that supports your journey. If this resonates, leave a 1 in the comments. If not, a 0 is just fine. It helps me create better content for you. Let's begin. Point 1. Chasing approval from others. When we're younger, we mold ourselves to please others. Parents, teachers, bosses, neighbors, society. We want to be liked, accepted, approved of. We say yes, even when we mean no. But after 70, we start to realize something powerful. The only approval that truly matters is our own. We've lived long enough to know that no matter what we do, someone will always disapprove. So why keep trying to win a game we never signed up for? Now is the time to release the need for external validation. Wear what you love. Say what you are. Feel rest when you're tired. Your life is not a performance. It's a precious, personal journey. You are the only one who needs to be proud of it. Point 2. Holding on to clutter just in case. How many drawers are filled with things we haven't used in years? Boxes of cables, linens, souvenirs, paperwork. All just in case. But after 70, that logic begins to unravel. We see that peace doesn't live in things, it lives in space, in simplicity. Letting go of clutter is not about being minimalist. It's about clearing space to breathe, to move, to think. When we release the physical weight, we often feel an emotional one lift too, because each item we hold on to has a story, and sometimes letting go of the object lets us release the burden of the story too. Keep what's useful. Display what's beautiful. But don't feel guilty for giving the rest a peaceful goodbye. 3. Staying silent to keep the peace for decades. Many of us swallowed our truths. We kept quiet in relationships, at work, in public, just to avoid conflict or not rock the boat. But after 70, silence stops making sense when it costs us our dignity or peace. Speaking your truth doesn't mean arguing. It means honoring your experience. Expressing yourself calmly, kindly, but clearly. You've earned the right to use your voice. And when you do, you might be surprised. People often listen more when wisdom speaks softly than when ego shouts. Peace is not the absence of conflict. It's the presence of honesty, boundaries, and mutual respect. 4. Pretending to be busy all the time. Busyness has become a badge of honor in our culture. But after 70, many begin to question why we wore that badge so proudly. What were we running from? Why were we always proving our worth through packed schedules? Now we understand. It's okay to be still, to rest, to take a slow morning walk and call it productive, to sit in silence and call it necessary. Life is not about being endlessly busy. It's about being deeply present. And sometimes, a quiet afternoon with a cup of tea and your thoughts is the most meaningful use of your time. Point 5. Worrying about what people think of your appearance. Gray hair, wrinkles, softer skin, slower pace. All signs we once felt pressure to hide or fix. But after 70, many realize these aren't flaws. They're medals of time, of survival, of experience. Trying to look younger no longer makes sense when you understand the beauty of aging naturally. The most radiant people are not the most polished. They're the most peaceful. They smile without apology. They move with grace. And they carry a kind of strength that comes only from living. The goal now isn't to impress, it's to express. Let your face tell your story. Let your presence speak your truth. 6. Forcing relationships that drain you. There's no rule that says you must keep every relationship going forever. And yet, many of us do out of guilt, obligation, or habit. But after 70, it becomes clear. Not everyone deserves a front row seat in your life. Energy is sacred. Time is precious. Choose to spend it with people who uplift you, not deplete you. Release the idea that saying goodbye is cruel. Sometimes it's the kindest thing you can do for yourself and for them. It's not about isolation. It's about emotional alignment. The relationships that remain will feel lighter, deeper, and more authentic. 7. Measuring success by old definitions when we were younger. Success often meant money, promotions, recognition. But what happens when the career ends? When the titles fade? After 70, we are invited to redefine success not by what we've achieved, but by how we feel. Peace of mind, moments of joy, a good night's sleep, a strong body, a curious mind, a loving connection. These are the new markers of success, and they're available every day, not someday. When we let go of old definitions, we create space for new fulfillment. And that is far richer than any trophy or title. Point 8. Living by someone else's timeline. Get married by 30, retire by 60, travel while you're young, slow down when you're old. These timelines were drilled into us. But after 70, you start to see life doesn't follow a script. It's okay to begin something new now, to travel, to fall in love, to change your mind, to forgive someone or yourself. There's no clock counting down. There's only today, and what you do with it is entirely yours. Throw out the rule book. Your pace is perfect, your timing is divine, and your path is your own. 9. Believing your best days are behind you. This might be the biggest myth of all. The idea that after a certain age, life is just about waiting. But nothing could be further from the truth. Many people discover their deepest joys, strongest relationships, and clearest wisdom after 70. Why? Because they've stopped pretending. They've stopped running. They've started living fully, honestly, and with heart. Your best days are not behind you unless you choose to believe they are. As long as you wake up and open your eyes, life is still offering you beauty, purpose, growth, laughter, love. Don't count yourself out. Count yourself in. So my modern and unstoppable seniors, if any of these 9 things spoke to your heart today, know that it's never too late to change how you live. The world may not always understand the wisdom that comes with age, but we do. And we're here to live it fully, not quietly. If this video made you feel seen, inspired, or uplifted, let me know with a 1 in the comments. And please like, share, and subscribe to Wellness for Modern Seniors so we can keep growing this community together. You are not invisible. You are invaluable. And every day is a new chance to make peace, find joy, and live lighter than ever before. Until next time, take gentle care of yourself and remember, your life is still unfolding beautifully.